Hello, my Vibe Tribe. Welcome to the Daily Vibe. It is Friday. Go with the flow, Friday! Yay! Anyways, I just wanted to share one of my presents from Florida from my dad. Super excited about my shirt and that it fits. So sorry about that. Right before the live started, I spilled water on myself. So hi, water stain. Or watermark, I should say. Good morning, Debbie, an older sibling. So yeah, that's what this is. But I guess it kind of adds, right? Because this is supposed to be water. Well, not this. This is supposed to be water. So I just added my own. Because, hi, leaky thing. But you gotta drink your water, right? So anyways, I know I had some people on. Good morning, baby sibling. But I'm going to do a humble brag for a moment. So I got my shirt. I got my pens. The Disney one is blue. Yay. My dad didn't even know it was Disney. It just said to dream. And I'm all, oh, you got me a Disney World pen. Has all the it has some of the princesses on it. Like, let's see, Mulan, Ariel, and Cinderella. Okay. I can work with that. And then a dolphin one. And then just the ocean one. And where he was visiting, of course, they didn't have anything. So, everything came from the airport. But also, this is my prize because I kind of puppy-eyed my way into this one. I'm a sucker for a Western. I love John Wayne. I know. I grew up on all these old movies and stuff, including Westerns. So, it's a thing. Good morning, Sammy. So, let's go with the flow Friday, guys. How is everybody doing today? Thank you for letting me share my stuff. Also, I got a new journal. I'm super excited. She's a beaut. Bought that in Studio City in Tujunga Village. If you live in LA, go visit Tujunga Village. Go visit Coco and Candy. It's a brand new, it was a pop-up shop, but now it's just a candy shop. She is making it a full-blown business. It is amazing. They have so much stuff. They have Cadbury from Britain, and I know I talked about it before, but I got this from a different store called Sensibilities. Okay, not spelled like sense and sensibilities, but sense like smelling, SCENTS. So, all right, let's just get rolling here. Thank you, Debbie. I love it. You guys, you know me. I'm a sucker for pens and journals. I could probably open up my own store. Even sibling was like, don't you have, have you gone through all your journals already? It's like, no, but you need the right one. You got to know when it's the right one, right? Everything has its own purpose. Good morning, beautiful. Baby Bear came on and said, good morning, beautiful. So I'm just returning that. So ladies, don't feel jealous because I think you're all beautiful. All my live ladies. So good morning, Baby Bear. And thank you, baby sibling. Baby sibling said I look cute. Thought I'd keep my little wispy hairs tucked back today. So everyone can see my face. Anyways, okay, there's a looks like we're going to get a 3 for guys. Woohoo. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. I know we've recently had this one, but apparently somebody needs to see this, and it could possibly be me. With the camel, with the different, now when the camel's wearing clothes and his hump is like in see-through hump, now you know what he's carrying in there. Camping gear. So anyways, but you can also see him letting go of the trunk and the sack. So letting go. I don't dwell on bad things that happened. I let things go because I have enough heavy things to carry around. And also, grudges aren't a great look. I know we talked about this. God, I think it was just last week that we had this card. But, when they pop out, this is the one that actually fell out of the deck. So whoever needs to hear this today, whoever watches this now, live or later, whatever it is that you are holding on to, you need to let it go. Grudges are an ugly look. In fact, I know we covered this on Wednesday in Self-Care Wednesday with the burning exercise. This is perfect. That burning exercise with a fireproof bowl or in your barbecue, safely please. Not when it's windy, okay? Just do it when it's safe. But if it's not safe, you can also rip it up and just throw it in the trash, and If you're worried about it blowing away in the trash, then you can actually soak it in water and then throw it in the trash. So there are a lot of different ways that you can do this exercise and just let things go. Grudges suck. Grudges are terrible. Grudges do nothing but make you feel bad. Okay? 9 times out of 10, the other person doesn't give a shit anymore and they've moved on. But meanwhile, you're holding on to it and it's bothering you. And you know what? Everybody is a good person. Even the ones that walk away, sometimes they just don't think they realize what they've done. And maybe it could be you that have walked away and somebody else is carrying something. Because, you know, a lot of times we have to do what's best for our mental health. You know, even if you don't have a dinged up mental health, you have to do what's best for you. You have to allow your joy to flow through. And if somebody's stealing that joy from you, you need to just hit the bricks and say, ta-ta, I'm out. Because, you know, we all have to look after ourselves. Self-care is not selfish. Self-care is basically self-preservation, you know, and again, it all goes back to the, you know, how happy are you on the inside? Are you depending on somebody else for your happiness, or are you exuding your own happiness? And there are people in the world that they don't mean to. A lot of them don't mean to. It's just they don't know any better. And they suck the life out of you. And they just don't realize they're doing it. And, you know, you can talk to them till you're blue in the face, but they're never going to see that sometimes they're the problems. You know, I have sometimes been the problem. I have been sometimes that Debbie Downer before I really knew that my happiness had to come from in here. You know, I mean, look, I think I'm a nice person. I think I'm a good person. I do my best to do things for other people and to care about other people. But I have my shortcomings too, and they are things that I've had to work on. You know, a lot of times when people, you know, whether you've had a trauma-filled, you know, event in your life or not, sometimes we just don't know until somebody says something. And so, you know, I do have to credit older sibling for that, because she has really taught me patience. She has, you know, she's taught me a lot, and she has also helped me along with a lot of the women on this vibe today. Baby Bear, baby sibling, Sammy. I've known Sammy for a very long time. Even Debbie Hall, she's my newest friend on here. And, you know, everybody just kind of adds to your life if you let it. You know, we can scroll by things that we think, oh, that's dumb. It's just too positive for me today. And that means you're just not ready. But I see these posts and I see these things and I see these comments that people give me. And I realized that a lot of the stuff I used to carry on that hump on my back is gone. In fact, last week when I was down here, my dad and I started watching an old home video. And I was probably 17 in that video, so a very long time ago. But I told my dad, I said, do you notice how I'm walking? And I never realized that I was really kind of a hunched over walker. You know, there was just so much weight on my shoulders, so much, you know, just, I was carrying so much. And over the years, as I've let that go and I've opened up and I've shared my story, you know, sometimes privately with the therapist or with friends or with a lot of the people on here, I've noticed that I start to walk a little bit taller now. You know, my shoulders are a little bit more back. I still have lazy shoulders, I admit. But, you know, I don't look like I'm carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders anymore. So next, ultimate potential, the giraffe. If I had a longer neck, I could be the giraffe. With a little rainbow. Look, it's a little rainbow. It's so cute. Ultimate potential. I choose to live a life of my fullest potential. Choose to live a life of my fullest potential. I trust that this will draw me towards experiences and people that support my growth and accomplishment. Tuning into this frequency, I now reach higher heights than I ever thought possible. Knowing that's an option, why would I ever tune into anything else? I'm looking at you, Smooth Talk and Jazz Radio. I kind of fumbled that one, didn't I? But, but you get the point. The ultimate potential. I think everything I just said covered this, right? Right? The people that you meet, the things that you listen to, the things that you focus on. what you allow into your life, what you allow into this bubble you've created around yourself. I like the idea of a bubble rather than a wall, because a bubble can expand, and it can be popped really easily, and not popped in a bad way. When you are ready to step out of that bubble, that means that you are ready for anything. But the bubble you can always put up. You can put up that bubble to guard you from the harsh energies, but you can still see the world, right? You can't see the world behind a wall. You can't see yourself behind that wall, and those walls kind of suck too, because don't they sometimes feel like they're closing in on you to the point where you just kind of sink into a corner and you just melt. You melt and you fall apart. And we've all been there. We've all done that. We're all human. And it's a natural thing. And a lot of times that kind of sometimes needs to happen, because that's how you let go. That's how you let go of that pain and everything. But I like this ultimate potential. And, tuning into this frequency, I now reach higher heights than I ever thought possible. That's why I do this vibe. Okay. I like to be that talk radio. I'm not going to sing for you, but I could be the jazz lady. So anyways, good morning, Paula. So far we've had letting go and ultimate potential, which really that's amazing, because you guys saw me. I shuffled these right in front of you. They just came out. And, I didn't think we'd have a 3-card day. I really thought it was going to be a 1-card day. But so far they've all gone together. Oh, look at this. Good things to come. Gee, I wonder what's under that. It's not even Christmas and we're getting the car wrapped with a bow and wrapping paper. That is commitment. Wrapping it with a wrapping paper. Anyways, there are so many amazing gifts coming my way. I can't see them now because I respect the general convention of not peeking under wrapping paper. But they will show up when the time is just right. And that's when I'll remember how much fun it is to be surprised. Does this not typify Go with the Flow Friday? I think this totally typifies Glow with the Flow Friday. You know what? Glow with the flow, guys. Okay, Glow with the Flow Fridays. Maybe that should be it. Glow with the Flow Friday instead of Go with the Flow Friday. I don't think that was an accident. I really think that was a Freudian slip. When you start to feel better, people start to notice. They do notice a glow about you. Think about pregnant women, right? Everybody that, you've ever known that's been pregnant, everybody says, oh, you have this amazing glow about you. That's because this woman is growing a child inside of her. And she's excited and she's happy. She's happy and she's taking care of herself because she knows that now she is living for 2 people. And Baby Bear likes Glow with the Flow. So you know what? We may have to change it to go Glow with the Flow. Now I got to remember that because it's not wanting to come out naturally. But think about that glow that they have, right? It's not just because they're pregnant. The pregnancy does not create the glow. It's the fact that this person knows that they're growing a child inside of them, right? I mean, look at the partner of the person that might be pregnant, or the people around them. They're kind of glowing too, because it's like, oh, we're gonna get a baby in this family. When I found out baby sibling was pregnant, I was just like, yes, nephews. Of course, my nephew didn't like me for the first 2 years, but he loves me now, so that's all that matters. Oh, I'm ashamed to say that, but I was a little jealous of my other cousin because she was just like, oh, I love Auntie Dia. I'm just like, how come he doesn't love both? He turned 3 and that kid was all mine. So that's right, my little cuddle bunny. Of course, he's going to be 10 this year, so he's not really my little cuddle bunny anymore. But I will say this, he still gets excited to see me, so I love him so much. I do. I love my nephews. I love all of them because I have a lot of cousins who have babies. And I know it sounds weird to call them my nephews, but, in our family, that's what we do. A lot of people do that. But I know it's not just the Hawaiian tradition where you call everybody auntie and uncle, but in the Hawaiian tradition, it is where we start. And, yeah, even baby siblings, like, I can't believe he's almost a decade. She posted a picture of him last night, and I was like, oh my gosh, that boy is growing up so fast. Heartbreaker. Anyways, side note, but good things are coming. So you know what? Just allow yourself to be surprised. I think for me, a lot of these cards really resonate with me because I have learned to let go. I am learning to accept my ultimate potential, but this is the perfect go and go/glow with the Friday, glow with the flow Friday card. Because I think a lot of times, we want to peek beneath the wrapper. We want to peek, inside of that box that's supposed to be a surprise and then carefully rewrap it because we want to know. We want to see what's coming to us. But then when it gets to you, it's not so much a surprise anymore, right? I mean, I'll be honest with you. I've often shared that I have these uncanny gifts. I think everyone kind of has it, but, it runs in my family. It's very heightened. And there's a lot of times when I'm being thrown a surprise party that my parents had to get very clever, okay? Because sometimes I would figure it out. And not on purpose. It's just, you're not really looking for it. Or you're looking for it and then you give up. And then all of a sudden you see something that says, oh my God, I'm right. But then it kind of takes away the fun, right? I'm telling you, for my 30th birthday, that was the best surprise party ever because they literally told me it was for my mom. And then my mom and I argued at the door on who should go in first until she pushed me into the door and said, go. And turns out it was my surprise party. And I was surprised. And even for my 40th birthday, I kind of had a clue because people accidentally kept dropping hints. Not my parents, but other people. But I walked in and there was baby sibling and my aunt and my uncle. But, and they came all the way from Tucson. And I was just like, I saw her and I lit up. And then I saw my sisters, my soul sisters were there. I mean, Joanne and Laura were there, and it's like, oh my God, they came down. So that made me super excited. And I do appreciate the efforts, but I told my dad, I said, for my next decade birthday, let's just plan it because I know you're always trying to surprise me and it just doesn't work anymore. But that's kind of it, just allow things to unfold, loosen your grip. Just let it happen, let it happen. That kind of makes it exciting, doesn't it? I mean, when you don't see things coming and it blindsides you in a good way. So, again, let go of the grudges, let go of the pain, let go of the worries. We had several really good examples this week. On Tuesday, I talked about how my friend shared the sermon with me where you can pick up a river rock, carry it around for a while, and when you're ready to let go of whatever burden it is that you're carrying, you can put it back on the pulpit, no questions asked, because it's between you and God and your higher power, or your higher power, okay, whoever your higher power is. It's between you and them. And it's the same with the burning exercise. You can write it down and you can safely burn it, and or you can, like I said, you can soak it in water, throw it away, or you can just rip it up and throw it in the trash, and take it out with the trash. Literally take it out with the trash. I know that they say sometimes with the burning exercise to bury it somewhere, but I think after it's cooled down and it is safe to throw it into your trash, just throw it in your trash, and just make it symbolic, like you're taking out the trash, you're taking out all the bad juju and the vibes. My dad really is good at surprising me. I have to go back to this because older sibling just brought it up. So I think it was my 41st birthday. It was awesome. I am a huge Goofy fan. Okay, look, I'm going to slide this over for a moment. So when my dad redid this room, he decorated it with a lot of my favorite things, and including the Goofy picture above the TV. And this used to be my old room. It's where I spent my teen years. But I love Goofy. I love Goofy so much. And we went to Michelli's in Studio City. And it's my favorite place to go. I love that restaurant. I go there every year on my birthday, except this year. Hi, COVID. Please go away so I can go back to my favorite place. But anyone who's been to Hollywood knows that on Hollywood Boulevard, they have all these characters walking around in front at Hollywood and Highland, okay? And I told Laura, I said, wow, look, one escaped. and escaped from the boulevard and managed to come up about 4 or 5 miles, or maybe it's only 2 or 3 miles. I don't know. But I was just like, oh, okay. And then they're like, so then it's a Goofy character, and they make this motion, picture, and it's like, okay, I'll have a picture, because they're not talking. And I thought, okay. And then I'm all like, well, here. And so I pull out money for a tip, right? And I'm all like, well, here. And they're like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, that was sweet. Because Laura's all, well, it's her birthday. And they're all, oh, no. It's just like, no, I don't want to take a tip because it's your birthday. And I got a picture, and I walk in, and I see my mom. And I'm so excited because I'm like, oh, my God, Mom's here. And all of a sudden, I'm like, well, where's Dad? And then it clicks. That whole time, it was my dad. But he did that for me. Just like he went to a garage sale in Florida, got a bunch of John Wayne memorabilia. The guy gives him this, okay? My dad didn't buy this. The guy just gave him this because they're both John Wayne fans. But I managed to say, well, can I have that one? And then he kind of hemmed and hawed about it. And then he comes into the room later and says, well, here you go. You can have this. Worked my magic. But I don't normally do that, guys, but you know what? It's small enough to put in my room, and I love John Wayne. It's one of the things that connects me to my dad too, because I love Westerns. I love any kind of Western, okay? So again, this really is go with the flow Friday, isn't it? Just kind of all over the place. But yeah, even baby sibling said that was a fun party. That was a fun party. In fact, they even had I had a Goofy cake. We had, I think, pin the something. It wasn't pin the tail on the donkey. I think it was like pin the balloon on Goofy or something, or pin the hat on Goofy. I can't remember, but it was very clever. It was very fun. And you know, I'm a child at heart. I think a lot of us are, but I think as we get older, we forget how to really kind of tap into that inner child, you know. I mean, we had games, we had fun, we had drinking. We had a lot of drinking. I got home that night and I swear my parents' house was spinning. I thought we were going to end up in Oz. Instead, I just ended up at the toilet. I know. Good times. Good times. I don't think I've had a cranberry and vodka since. But, oh yeah. So, hi, Cousin Jeannie. Yes. My old school shirt is a souvenir from my dad. So, if you get one similar to this, be surprised, please. Please. He'll be like, thanks for ruining that. But yeah, so thank you, Baby Bear. He really is. He has his moments, but yeah, he really is a good guy. But yeah, so there you go. Letting go. Let go of that stuff, okay? I won't swear today. My cousin Jeannie's on. I don't want to swear in front of her. But get rid of that stuff, okay? Let it go. Let all that burdeny stuff go. Put the river rock back on the pulpit. Just give it to God. Give it to your higher power. Burn it. Send it. You know, if you burn it, it's almost like, you know, you can also use this to send letters to people. You know, there's a thing that says, you know, if you write a letter to someone you love in heaven, and if you burn it, the angels will take it for you. You know, and think about that as the same thing, you know, and sometimes it does. It helps you to release things that are heavy on your heart, and it makes you feel like you're really kind of connecting to somebody else, right? So just, you know, I know that might be going off of somebody's grid or whatever, but it can really help to just kind of let go, okay? Ultimate potential. Choose to live a life full of your fullest potential. Trust that it will draw you towards experiences and people that support your growth and accomplishment. And tune into this frequency. Reach higher heights than you ever thought possible. Knowing that's an option, why would you tune into anything else? Be the giraffe, right? Be the giraffe. Look at his head sticking through the clouds. That's why they pick the giraffe, because they're tall. And, you know, they can see above this is all the craziness in our lives. Sometimes we just need to rise above it, know our true potential, and see that rainbow, right? So there you go. And good things are yet to come. I know we know what this is, but whatever surprises are coming to you in your life, just let them happen. Let them be a surprise. I'm going to read this one more time. There's so many amazing gifts coming my way. I can't see them now because I respect the general convention of not peeking under the wrapping paper. But they will show up when the time is just right, and that's when I'll remember how much fun it is to be surprised. Now, I know I know yesterday we really talked about, my singlehood and everything. I kind of lay a lot out there that I'm not sure I really should have. I didn't want to make anyone uncomfortable. But again, like I said, if just one person hears that message and that person's touched by it, then I know that my job here is done. Hi, Auntie Debbie. Oh, Auntie Debbie, I hope you're feeling okay. I just, allow things to come. Just allow the flow. Remember, we've changed it now from Go with the Flow Friday to Glow with the Flow Friday. And yes, guys, you can glow too, okay? Everybody can glow. It's that feeling of exuding happiness. It's that feeling of just knowing that you're in the right place at the right time and where you're meant to be, and accepting that as it is and as fact, and just being okay with where you're at. I want to tell the people out there that need to hear this, you're not failing if that's what you think. If you feel like you're stuck, then figure out what it is that you need to do to get unstuck. But don't beat yourself up, whether it's about age or whether it's about jobs or whether it's about life itself and where you think you should be versus where you want to be, or I should say where you want to be versus where you are. Okay, just work towards it. Every time I've thought about not going forward with the Daily Vibe anymore, I get feedback. I mean, literally, I will think, well, maybe it's just not really reaching anybody. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'll get feedback from somebody. Sometimes people that don't even know me on Facebook. And it's kind of like, oh, I guess I'm not meant to give up. I guess I'm meant to keep going. And so I do keep going. And that was early on. Sometimes I do feel that way now because I'm not really sure if people think maybe I'm just sharing too much, or, I don't know. I'm kind of stumbling over that one because I enjoy doing these, not just for myself. And I say for myself because I learn a lot too. A lot of times things just fly out of my mouth. I have no idea where they're coming from. I like to think it's maybe my angels talking to me, my spirit guides talking to me, maybe even God planting some stuff in my head, or my higher powers planting some stuff in my head. But whatever it is, I know that whatever I'm saying, I really want it to be genuine, and I really want it to help people. Like I was saying yesterday in my vibe when I was reading over my first journal post of a project I was doing versus the last one 100 some odd days later, I saw how much I changed in those 4 months, or just under 4 months. And in that first one, I was talking about the Daily Vibe, which is only about 4 months old at the time. And I was saying that, I really want to keep it going because I really think it's a good teaching tool for myself and others. So that's the point of the Daily Vibe. It's not to sit here and preach at you and tell you to let go, live up to your ultimate potential, or, be surprised. It's about learning how to help ourselves with self-care and self-love and self-respect so that we can let go. So we can let go so that we know that we are worth that ultimate potential, and that we know we deserve the good things that are coming. That's what this is all about. That's what I'm doing here. So I thank everybody for watching. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I will be getting on a train in about 3 hours and heading home. I'm really excited. I know I have to wear a mask on my train, and I'm good with that. I'm good at the social. I like social distancing and masking until it's safe to not do those things. But it will feel nice being on the train again because it feels a little normal, and I could use a little normal right now. So I think we all could. So, we've had a lot of downtime. Sometimes I think that it's not good for a lot of people. It helps us get into our brain a little too much. But if you're getting into your brain a little too much, take a step back. Think about why you're in your brain too much and see if you can handle it, and see what you can do to bring your heart and your mind and your soul to a better place. Okay? I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Have a fabulous weekend. Whatever you do, be safe. Go in love. Go in love. Okay? Something pisses you off, go in love and walk away. Walk away. Let it go. Okay? Let it go. Also, the burning exercise, if someone cuts you off in traffic, don't burn that. Okay? Just let it go. The burning exercise is for the big things. Okay? The little rock on the pulpit, that's for the big things. And that may feel like a big thing, but just, I think I'm really kind of talking to myself about that one, because I am oh, get out of my way. What are you doing? Stop cutting me off, because I panic. I panic when people cut me off, and it's and then I just get mad because I don't want to be a reckless driver. So I yell at my windshield. But really, do they hear me? No, they do not. So something more to fix. I know, it's terrible. But anyways, thank you, baby bear. I appreciate it. I love you too. And I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Have a great, great weekend. And I will see you here on Monday for Monday stuff. 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time sharp. Facebook, it is public. Just look up my name and you will find me there. Okay? Excuse me. Have a great day, everyone.